So good morning, this is Sandeep and today I would be your examiner for this speaking part. There are three parts in Ielts speaking. First of all, I would like to ask you some general questions related to your life and then followed by a cue card and then follow-up questions. So are you ready for that?
Yes, sir.
So may I issue your passport please? Okay. So what is your name?
My name is Baby.
What can I call you, baby?
You can call me with my first name, Baby.
Where are you from?
I hail from Landri, which is a small town between Fatehabad and Hisar district.
Okay. So what are you doing these days?
Well, nowadays I am pursuing the practice of Ielts for going abroad for my doctorate education.
So baby, I would like to ask you questions related to traveling. Do you like to travel?
Yes, as I am a hodophile person, I love to travel and experience the places which are very far from my hometown, and I generally travel during the time of my weekends with my kith and kins.
And where do you usually travel?
Well, I belong to a Bisnoy family, and during the time of the fair at our Bisnoy community center, we always go there to obesis there.
Fine. So do you like to travel by your own vehicle or by train?
To be very honest, I have my own vehicle, so we mostly commute through our own private vehicle.
By our private vehicle. We always use buy for vehicles. Fine.
Okay.
So take care next time. Through our vehicle नहीं आ सकता इसमें. Buy our vehicle we use. So where do you usually go by train?
Well, I have a very little experience about the trains. Once a time I vividly remember I went to Jodhpur in a temple, so at that time I commute through the train and I found that it is the most cheapest and the securable public transport.
That time I commuted through training by a train. Okay, and you can use it is the cheapest and convenient method of traveling from one place to another place. Okay. So are you good at time management?
Well, I am a student and I think I am very good in time management because I am very punctual person, and my parents always tells me that if you are punctual about the time, you can easily achieve your goals in your life.
Okay, you made a mistake here, baby. I'm very good in time management. नहीं आ सकता. I'm very good at time management.
Okay.
Okay, we always do at, like I'm good at playing cricket. I'm good at reading books. I'm good at writing letters. So I'm good at managing time. Fine. And how do you manage your time?
Well, I prepare and timetable for arranging my time, and I can try to complete all my works on before the deadline. I can make various types of timetable, like during the weekend the timetable is different and during the work days my timetable is different.
Fine. And what kinds of books do you like to read?
Well, in my perspective, I like to read the books like the novels and the books which are very inspirational for me. Once a time I read the novel on my friend's suggestion, and I found that it was quite interesting for me to learn various vocab and also improving my communication skills.
So what was the last book that you read?
Well, I have a keen interest in reading the books, and it is the best thing to do in my leisure time. And I vividly remember once a time one of my friends suggested me that you have to read the book The Two States, which is written by the famous Indian author by the Chetan Bhagat. And in this book the Chetan Bhagat uses his great sense of humor because he is down to earth person and his nature is very ambience. In this book I read the story the story goes like that. There is a boy and a girl. They fall in love with each other.
Okay. Nature is very ambience. नहीं ambience meaning होता है माहौल. amiable.
Ami.
Amiable means friendly. Okay,
Okay.
amicable also we can use. So his neighbor is amiable.
Amiable.
Ambience नहीं आएगा. Do you think books can be a good gift?
I think that if we give a gift to our loved ones to show our love and affection towards this person, if the person is student or he like to read the books, so at that time we have to give the books as a gift.
So do you read same kinds of books now that you read in the past?
No, it will be changed with the passage of time. Earlier I used to read the magazines because I found that it was very interesting, but nowadays I only read the books which are related to my study material and also helps me in enhancing my communication skills and improve my general knowledge.
That's great. And are there many art galleries where you live?
Well, I live in the countryside area and there is a town which is vicinity in my hometown, and at there I generally go with my grandfather, and I saw there are various art sculpture of ancient time, and I saw the ancient coins and various ancient painting at there.
There is an art gallery in the vicinity of my hometown. Which is vicinity in my hometown? There is a shop which is in the vicinity of my hometown. There is a park in the vicinity of my hometown. There is a canteen in the vicinity of that university. Fine, means uske aaspas. So now we are moving on cue card. Your cue card topic is talk about a difficult task you did in your life, or talk about a difficult decision you made in your life. Sure, you have 1 minute. This is your pen and paper. So for marking purpose, I will record your time. Start.
Well, failure is a part of everyone's life and we should learn from our mistakes. Today here I would like to talk about a time when I got unsuccessful in my first attempt, but in my second attempt I did it. 2 years ago I made a decision to learn about driving a car, but it was a daunting task for me because I haven't driven a two-wheeler before that. As I vividly remember the time when I met with an accident, a cow came in front of my car. As I was not a perfect driver and I got nervous. At that time I hit the car in the tree. So at that day I resisted the thought of learning about driving a car. 2 months ago I joined a new school which is 20 kilometers far away from my hometown, and I have to commute by the public transportation. As we all know that the public transportation is very inconvenient in my hometown, so I got always late for my classes. So one day I shared my problem with my brother, and my brother suggested me that you have to learn driving again. But it was a rocket science for me because I have already a phobia of learning about driving a car. So I resisted that. Then my brother uplifted my spirit and told me that he can teach me the skills that how to drive a car. It took almost 4 or 5 weeks to learn about the ABC of the driving, and with the passage of time I exceed in it. And in last I can say that as I was not a perfect driver, but I can drive a car without any second thought, and I can also teach the skills to others also. So this was the task that I found very difficult and I exceed in.
That's great. You made a couple of mistakes. First of all, I resisted that past mistake. I exceed in that. I succeed in that. I got succeed in that. Fine. Exceed means there is a different meaning of exceed. Succeed means मैं कामयाब हूँ इसमें. Okay. So do all decision deserve a long time to take?
Well, in my perspective, the thing we do in our first time, it takes a lot of time. But if we do not taking more importance for learning this thing, we cannot learn anything in our life, and we place our importance on the same place.
It tooks, now it takes.
It takes.
Okay, first of all, the decision we make, it takes a long time, not it tooks.
Okay.
If we do not taking decision, no, if we are not taking decision, we do not use ing. So it was the second mistake. What happens when important decisions are taken carelessly?
Repeat, please.
What happens when important decisions are taken carelessly?
In my perspective, if the decisions are taken carelessly, then we have to face lot of difficulties and problems in our life. Like if we are driving and we are not focusing on our driving, so at that time we can face the accident, and we have to also we can also lose our life.
That's great. It was good. So now we are I'm moving on your mistakes that you made. First of all, in my perspective, you were repeating that. To my mind, what I think is that, in my opinion, this kind of phrase you can use to start your answer. Okay?
Okay.
And few second for mistakes, past mistakes you made. Overall, it was good. Okay? So thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.